Ever wondered what it feels like to control a massive steel beast under extreme conditions? Welcome to Coca Tech, where every move of the joystick throws your heart into the danger zone. No filters, no retakes, just sweat, steel, and nerves of iron. You're in the seat. In front of you, the abyss. Behind you, the pressure. And only one question echoes in your mind. Do you have what it takes to tame this raging machine of metal? This isn't just a shredder. It's a steel beast disguised as cutting-edge tech. When raw power meets smart recycling, everything in its path turns into scrap. From engines to chassis, from hardened steel to once mighty vehicles, the Hamel B950DK devours them without mercy. One machine, one mission, to crush everything that ever rolled on wheels. A nail-biter of a moment. The machine was bent to its limit trying to lift that first boulder. One slip, and you'd hear a crack like a boom snapping in half. And remember, when you're in rock extraction mode, keep the counterweight in the rear, not just to avoid pressure, but to dodge flying stones like incoming missiles. But then, oh man, it smoothed out like jazz on a Saturday night. Clean moves, perfect rhythm, textbook execution. This wasn't just excavation, this was mechanical artistry. Top-notch skills, no doubt, but safety is still king. Let the machine be your partner, not the reason you end up married to a mechanic's bill. Stepping into the arena today are two mechanical beasts, the Caterpillar 993K and 992C, playing a high-stakes game of 300-ton deadlifts. But don't be fooled. This isn't just brute strength on display. Every lift is a symphony of power and precision. Each marble block is carved and inspected like a Miss Universe finalist. Only the most flawless beauties earn their place in top-tier projects. And behind these steel giants, world-class operators, artists in the cockpit, painting with power, never missing a beat, never wasting a move. This was a full-blown adrenaline shot. Every second felt like walking through a minefield. Danger lurking at every turn, just waiting for a slip-up to strike. But today, luck smiled big. The operator, with lightning-fast reflexes, pulled off a last-second escape like a slow-motion scene from an action movie. Not a scratch, not a beat missed, just pounding hearts and cold sweat left for the viewers. At first it looked easy. Lift it up, set it down. But nope, When they tried to grab it with the forks, they were short by exactly 5 centimeters. Tension rose like a tightrope walk, but the crew didn't flinch. The Kirax 4x4 roared like a warhorse, while the Volvo EW160E with the steel wrist X20 turned into a mechanical acrobat, twisting, tilting, sliding, and then, boom! The footbridge landed on the concrete pads like it was guided by a laser. Rails went up like a flute solo, steps were adjusted with the care of a royal welcome, and finally a layer of gravel was gently spread, turning the path from the bridge into a walk through a dream. A true construction symphony, where every move tells a chapter, and every scoop is a brushstroke by the steel-handed artist. Check out the Back Actor 900 in action at Taipei Port. This beast doesn't just work, it performs. Weather, traffic, no problem. With those powerful thrusters, the Back Actor 900 adjusts its position like a pro, navigating through any conditions without skipping a beat. Rain or shine, it keeps everything running like a well-oiled machine. It's like watching a finely tuned orchestra at work, even when the storm's rolling in. Never seen a machine so cool under pressure. A true smash-everything performance when the steel jaws of steel wrists start to roar. This time we're witnessing the Volvo EWR 170E with the steel wrist X20SQ60 and the PK1 trailer from RCM taking on some serious work. From installing drainage systems, demolishing old concrete slabs, to tree cutting, this is a show you can't miss. Just watch how that bucket works. Powerful, precise, and full of force, like a pro boxer landing each punch with precision. It's as if everything is at the fingertips of the Volvo EWR 170E, handling every task swiftly and without wasting a second. The beast performance of the Fecon StumpX? What's that? A 40-inch stump? Let Fecon handle it. Each stump is crushed in just a few minutes, with an average of 4 minutes, and those giant ones, only about 10 minutes. 11 hours of work, 125 stumps gone. The Fecon StumpX doesn't stop, doesn't slow down, just pure speed and power. When this big guy steps in, no stump stands a chance. It's like a giant metal crusher, never backing down. This is no game. Sunward is doing the impossible, smashing giant rocks with the Sunward SWE 210E. Just watch how it drills, pounds, and shatters those massive stones like an unstoppable wrecking machine. Those tough, unbreakable rocks are now nothing but rubble under the blows of Sunward. And once it's done, the area is as flat as a table. This job is never easy, but with this beast, everything turns into child's play.
ขนาดจอหลบโอ้เรือไหมครับมาแล้วครับเอาเริ่มมาแล้วว่างไหมสักปีว่างมีลงจากขึ้นเรือนี่ฝันนักไว้นะครับ3 สี
A slow-motion sumo wrestling match between two giants of the excavator world. Who would have thought that watching these massive machines hug it out could be this intense? It's like watching two wrestlers go head-to-head with every push packed with strength and strategy. This isn't just about power, it's a dance of might and patience, where you can't predict who's going to fall first. It's like watching a sumo match. Nothing fast, just those epic bone-crushing collisions. The D11 bulldozer is stepping up to the challenge, pulling tractors and dump trucks like it's a walk in the park. The task? Dragging them up a 4-degree slope. Sounds easy, right? But when you see this beast effortlessly haul them, you'll be in awe. The tractors are in neutral with the brakes applied, no harm done, yet the D11 treats them like they're weightless. This isn't just about raw power, it's a display of class. The D11 bulldozer is a heavyweight, and it shows no sign of slowing down. It's a machine that never backs down from a challenge. Everything performance of the 50-ton cat digger. One hit and the car is instantly flattened. It's too fast, too dangerous. Before you can even say damn, the digger has crushed the car like a cookie. The 29-ton cat excavator is stuck in the swamp. But don't worry, the MTLB is ready to perform a heroic rescue mission. These machines are not just made for asphalt. Watch as the MTLB, like a true hero, effortlessly drags the big wheel cat out of the swamp. It's like a battle between unstoppable warriors, with these machines truly mastering every terrain.
Ползет. Уже почти вылез. Да. Ну и как ты думаешь, как он руководит-то?
Блин, это еще нормальный экскаватор.
Что?
1
обходим его, лимитуя. Ага, они взял.
The divine destruction by the powerhouse trio, Cat 390FLME, Liebherr R974, CHRD Longfront, and Hitachi ZX870LCH. An unbelievable scene as these giants go head-to-head in a demolition frenzy, creating a thunderstorm on the Frankfurt construction site. It's like watching an action movie where each excavator plays its part, delivering unmatched power and precision, every swing, every scoop, shattering through solid walls like they were made of paper. The incredible transformation of the Kobelco SK350. These medium-sized excavators aren't just for digging anymore. They're now transforming into unstoppable piling rigs. Equipped with rotary augers, the Kobelco SK350S are ready to take on a challenging construction project beneath an old bridge. Tight spaces, tough ground conditions, and the looming threat of damaging the existing structure? Nothing can stop them. Just look at these machines. They're true warriors, ready to face any challenge and push beyond all limits. The incredible transformation of the Kobelco SK350. These medium-sized excavators aren't just for digging anymore. They're now transforming into unstoppable piling rigs. Equipped with rotary augers, the Kobelco SK350S are ready to take on a challenging construction project beneath an old bridge. Tight spaces, tough ground conditions, and the looming threat of damaging the existing structure, nothing can stop them. Just look at these machines. They're true warriors, ready to face any challenge and push beyond all limits.
Mais vídeo. Esse aqui vai ser o episódio 2, galera.
The sight of a hydraulic excavator tearing down a wooden bridge with sheer power. What an incredible performance from Wagner Machinis. This isn't just work, it's pure art. The top-tier experts are doing the impossible, each scoop like a knockout punch, with pieces of wood shattering under unstoppable force. Nothing is too difficult for these giants. Watching them in action, we can't help but be in awe. Big thanks to these top-tier professionals for delivering such a stunning show. You can call it work, but with warriors like these, it's truly art.
Colocado uma flutuação de 2 metros e tantos. Vai ser colocado 13 tudo. Galera, bora por a máquina pra girar. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna get the well put in. So de-wind dewatering is on solid.
Behold, the 1,000 horsepower beast straight out of the mechanical underworld, the monstrous Caterpillar Mega Trencher.
Really cool stuff.
Watching this iron predator rip through the earth like it's slicing paper, you can't help but gasp. What the heck is that? This isn't your average trenching machine. It's every layer of soil's worst nightmare and every irrigation engineer's wildest dream come true. If you've ever used a Vermeer T600, prepare to feel humbled, because this bad boy carves up the ground like it's cutting fresh bread. One look at this mechanical beast charging forward is all it takes to know. Wherever there's a job, there's a machine built to crush it, and sometimes it'll leave your heart pounding from pure excitement.
go of it and he can take off. He can do 21.
An epic rescue between two cat brothers. The mighty D7E pulls the toppled D7G back on its feet after a dramatic slip caused by rain and slick wood, a light shower, a little mud in the tracks, a few wet planks, and boom, the D7G rolled off the trailer like a heavyweight fighter hitting the mat. But no worries, the D7E, with its burly build and iron heart, stepped in cool and powerful, lifting its sibling out of a face-down disaster. Luckily, the ROPS did its job, the operator walked away fine, and the dozer's still in working order. Just another hard-earned lesson in never underestimating the weather. When this old but gold excavator rolls into battle, you know something big's about to go down. No glitz, no speed, just steady hands, raw power, and hey, it's paid off. Sure, it's a little slow, but this steel grandpa has never let anyone down. And today it's tearing through that dam like a beast on a mission, unleashing a flood to fill the new pond section. While the fancy Volvo's off on another job, this iron veteran grabs its shovel and storms the front lines. And good Lord, watching it rip that dam open is like popping the tab on a can of soda. One swing, a mini flood. One moment, pure satisfaction. This isn't just digging. This is old school glory in full force. scissors as you get angry? Meet the HSS 600R. It doesn't just cut, it executes. This isn't a tool. This is the final boss of demolition. Steel, like instant noodles in the jaws of this beast. Every snap is a death sentence for any stubborn metal in its path. From truck frames to industrial girders, everything gets shredded under the crushing bite of this metal-munching monster. Watch the HSS 600R tear through steel like a bag of chips under a boot, and ask yourself who's brave enough to stand in its cutting zone.